really don't care what happens to her at all. I don't care. Like, everybody they tiptoe around with this social media. But what y'all don't get is that it be real consequence for y'all little flexes, y'all quick flexes for $300 that you need. It be consequences for that.
The internet is absolutely melting down after a new set of jaw-dropping photos hit social media. Teyana, Taylor, and Aaron were spotted on what looked like a picture-perfect vacation. But this wasn't just a casual trip. It was a full-on romantic escape that had everyone talking. The timing, the intimacy, the vibe, it all screamed, "We're together," and fans were left gasping for air. These weren't blurry paparazzi shots or vague silhouettes. These were crystal clear images that left no room for doubt. From poolside laughter to long walks on the beach, everything about it felt intentional. And the biggest shock? How quickly this came after her breakup with Iman Shumpert. Insiders say Iman had no clue this was coming and is completely shattered by the betrayal. He didn't just lose his wife, he lost her to someone he never saw coming. The public nature of it all has made it 10 times worse, and fans can't stop dissecting every image for hidden meanings. The photos show Teyana and Aaron deep in vacation bliss. They're holding hands, sharing cocktails, wrapped up in beach towels. Under the sun, it's like something out of a romance movie. There's even one image where Aaron gently kisses her forehead, and you can feel the connection just through the lens. Another particularly telling shot shows him resting his hand on her stomach, further fueling rumors that she's pregnant with his child. The backdrop is a dreamy tropical paradise. White sand, crystal blue waters, and total privacy, except for the person who clearly leaked these images. Fans are convinced these weren't taken by strangers. The angles, the intimacy, the composition, it feels like someone from their inner circle betrayed them. The photos exploded across platforms like X, TikTok, and Instagram within hours. And suddenly, this wasn't just a rumor, it became undeniable proof that something serious is going on. Iman's reaction, according to people close to him, was completely devastating. They say he found out about the photos the same way we all did, scrolling through his phone, blindsided by the smiling faces of his ex-wife and her new man. Sources close to him revealed that he collapsed emotionally, unable to hold it together. One friend says he locked himself in his room for hours, refusing to talk to anyone. Another claims he punched a hole in the wall after seeing the shot of Aaron kissing Teyana. It wasn't just heartbreak, it was humiliation on a global scale. Iman was still holding on to hope that maybe, just maybe, there was a path back to Teyana. But now, all of that has vanished. The laughter in those pictures, the comfort in their body language, it shattered any illusion that there was still room for him. The betrayal wasn't just personal, it was painfully public, and that made it 10 times harder to bear. Social media exploded the moment the pictures went live. Fans were immediately split, with one half celebrating Teyana's new beginning and the other half dragging her for being too cold, too fast. Hashtags like Dawes Teyana deserves, Joy and Iman deserved better began trending simultaneously, showing just how divided the internet is over this saga. TikTokers began breaking down the vacation photos, speculating on when the relationship started and whether it overlapped with the marriage. Twitter turned into a battlefield, with fans going head-to-head over who's really to blame. Even Aaron's past came back to haunt him, as his exes began posting cryptic tweets that seemed to shade the entire situation. Suddenly, what was once just a quiet separation became the internet's favorite drama. People started creating timelines, matching outfits, and analyzing emojis on Instagram posts. It's not just a breakup anymore. It's a full-blown cultural moment, with fans treating it like a live series with new episodes dropping daily. Teyana, through all of this, has chosen silence. But that silence is making even more noise. She hasn't responded to the chaos, hasn't addressed the pictures, hasn't dropped a single statement. The only thing she's posted since the leak is a calm, filtered photo of her by the ocean with the caption, "Peace." That one word had everyone scrambling to decode its deeper meaning. Was she confirming her happiness? Dismissing the backlash? Or was it a subtle clapback to Iman and the critics? Either way, her lack of response has only intensified the drama. Fans say she looks completely unbothered, like someone who's finally breathing again after years of holding it in. Sources close to her say she's focusing on her mental health, prioritizing her baby, and refusing to get caught up in online wars. It's not just about moving on, it's about protecting her peace. And from the outside looking in, she seems to be doing just that, despite the storm around her. Aaron's role in all of this has officially shifted. He's no longer the mystery man or the alleged side piece. He's now fully stepping into the role of partner and potential father. Sources reveal that he funded the entire vacation, planned every detail, and treated Teyana like a queen throughout. He's reportedly been by her side for doctor visits, helping with nursery plans, and even meeting close family members. While some still see him as a walking red flag, others are starting to warm up to the idea that maybe, just maybe, he's the piece Teyana was looking for. His friends say he's taking everything seriously and that he's trying to rewrite the narrative around him. While he's not saying much publicly, his actions are painting a picture of commitment. He's not hiding, he's not avoiding questions, he's just showing up consistently. And that, in a world full of talkers, means something. For now, it seems Aaron is here to stay, and he's ready for whatever comes next. The public can't stop watching. The drama, the love, the heartbreak, it's all playing out in real time, and the level of emotional investment from fans is unlike anything seen in recent celebrity stories. This isn't just gossip anymore, it's become a cultural moment. People are following every twist, every whisper, and every update with rapt attention. For some, it's a moment of triumph, celebrating a woman who finally decided to choose herself after years of compromise and quiet sacrifice. To others, it feels like the tragic unraveling of a love story that once represented hope, strength, and partnership. Either way, the emotions are real, and the fascination is growing. At the center of it all is Iman, whose silence has only added fuel to an already raging fire. His refusal to address the situation publicly has left a vacuum, one that fans are eager to fill with speculation, theories, and imagined conversations. Every moment of his quiet, every day he refrains from commenting, becomes an event in itself. People are watching his social media, interpreting his absence or vague posts as clues. Will he ever speak out? Will he release a heartfelt message, an emotional video, or even a single telling like on someone else's post? Or will he retreat entirely from the spotlight, too hurt or exhausted to engage? No one knows. The uncertainty only makes the public more obsessed. Meanwhile, the conversation around Teyana is just as intense, if not more so. She's being discussed in group chats, in comment sections, on podcasts, and even on news panels. Everyone has an opinion. Some believe she moved on too quickly, that her actions are disrespectful to the history she shared with Iman. Others argue that she deserves every ounce of happiness and peace she can find, especially after giving so much of herself to a relationship that, in the end, couldn't sustain them both. The debate over her choices is nonstop, but regardless of where people stand, they keep watching, they keep clicking, they keep reacting. Social media has taken this situation and turned it into something far greater than just a breakup or a new romance. It has become a symbol, a living example of the complexities of healing, love, and public scrutiny. Every post, every like, every story shared adds fuel to the narrative. It no longer matters if people are for or against Teyana's decisions. The fact remains that her story is keeping people emotionally engaged. The internet has a way of turning private lives into public theater, and this is a front row seat to something raw and real. The cost of public love is now on full display, and everyone is paying attention. Then came the vacation photos, the moment that shifted the energy entirely. Teyana and Aaron were no longer hiding, no longer shying away from the rumors. Their trip wasn't just about relaxation, it was a message. The images were soft, yet bold. They weren't overly flashy, but they were intimate enough to make it clear that this wasn't just friendship. The smiles, the hand-holding, the body language, it all spoke volumes. And in those images, the world saw a woman who was no longer trying to explain herself. A woman who was choosing joy and starting over, even if the world wasn't ready for it. For some, the photos felt like a betrayal of the past, a confirmation that the love story between Teyana and Iman had truly ended. But for others, the photos were empowering. Here was a Black woman, unapologetically embracing her peace and her future. That wasn't scandal, it was courage. And it wasn't just about the romance. It was about reclaiming her life, even under the harshest spotlight imaginable. The idea of a woman choosing herself, even when the narrative begged her to stay broken, resonated with many. It forced people to confront their own biases about timing, loyalty, and healing. Aaron's presence in all of this is complicated. Some see him as the intruder, the new chapter that came too soon. Others view him as a calm presence in the storm, someone who's giving Teyana a different kind of stability. Whatever people feel about him, there's no denying that he is part of the story now. His role might still be undefined, but it's no longer invisible. He's no longer in the shadows. He's in the pictures, in the posts, and in the conversation. Whether or not he can handle the pressure remains to be seen. But for now, he's standing beside Teyana, and that alone makes him a focal point of this emotional saga. As the world keeps watching, the lines between reality and spectacle continue to blur. This story is no longer just about 3 people. It's about the millions watching them, reacting to them, projecting their own experiences onto them. Every new post feels like a new chapter. Every comment from a celebrity friend, every cryptic emoji, every public sighting adds layers to the narrative. People are refreshing timelines, tagging friends, dissecting reactions, and waiting, always waiting, for the next development. It's human to be curious. It's natural to be drawn to stories of love, loss, and rebirth. But this particular story has struck a deeper chord. Maybe it's the vulnerability on display. Maybe it's the relatability behind the glamour. Or maybe it's just that, in a world where everything feels filtered and artificial, this story feels painfully real. The emotions aren't manufactured, and the consequences can't be edited away. What's happening is raw, unpredictable, and at times, uncomfortable. But that's exactly why people can't look away. Stay tuned, because this isn't just a celebrity breakup. This is a real, emotional saga of love lost, new beginnings, and the complicated space in between. And it's playing out in the most public way possible, with millions watching. What happens next could change everything again. But for now, one thing is clear. Teyana is choosing herself, and the world is watching every step of the way.